Folks, we are here at, interestingly, Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Nerd. We're at Nerd.
Nerd.
You know what that is, right? It's the Microsoft New England Research.
Nerd.
What does that stand for?
Development
Place.
Actually, we're actually at the birthplace of Facebook.
Oh, is it?
I'm in Cambridge, Mass. I mean,
Harvard's
right down the street.
Right,
so
right.
we are with the featured speaker tonight, Mr. David Meerman Scott. David, welcome back to Massachusetts from your many
Thank you, John.
Your many journeys across the U.S. and beyond. What's going to happen tonight? What are you going to talk about?
I'm talking about real-time marketing and PR. Real-time marketing and PR is how marketers or business owners or PR people can engage their marketplace right away. So what I'm talking about is most organizations have a long-term planning process. They think about a marketing program that's going to go 6 months from now, next quarter, next year. But what they're not doing is they're not thinking about what's happening today, right now. And what I'm trying to do is open people's minds to the idea that sometimes there's something you can do instantly to market or promote your product, typically online.
Okay, David, this is kind of a 180-degree departure from traditional media, which is line it up 3 months in advance, publish,
plan like crazy,
say a novena,
run it through 18 levels of support, make sure it's edited, make sure it slots into the timeline. Yeah, it is. It goes against that. It says if there's something at 6:28 on a Thursday that you can do to promote your organization, you've got to damn well do it right now because the moment will pass.
Well, interestingly, the reason I'm here is because you posted something on Facebook saying only a day or two to register for our Boston event. I just happened to check it out, and
there you go.
And here we are, and there's what, a couple hundred people down.
There's supposed to be like 100 and something,
down the hallway. Yeah. And are people still looking at you like you're crazy because you kind of like defied all of the traditional rules, or do they?
What's interesting is when my book called The New Rules of Marketing and PR came out. When that book came out, people thought I was crazy, because that was really new stuff. But when this book came out, because I had already written a few books, I think people then started to say, well, maybe we should listen to what this guy has to say, because he's had a couple of bestsellers. His books are published in 26 different languages. So I think I've earned the ability to be a little crazy, because people have realized that maybe some of these crazy ideas have some merit.
Happen to work. Now, when you look at the cover of the book, it probably breaks all the rules that the cover designers would say about the coloring.
I don't know. I'm not a designer. One thing we tried to do was, obviously the red and orange is like instant, but we also made the cover look a little bit like one of my other books, so that people who recognize my other book, which is a bluish, purplish colored book, will say, oh, maybe that's the same author. Oh, look, it is the same author.
Ah, okay. So basically that's why you gravitated toward the orange furniture.
We like bright colors. We like bright marketing.
Blue and orange.
We don't like dull marketing. Planning your freaking marketing for 6 months from now, and a campaign. Don't you love that? Marketing is a campaign metaphor. That's a war metaphor. I don't really believe in that. I think, what can you do right now? Now's the chance. Not 6 months from now. You could be dead then. The chance is now.
Now. And now is the most important word. And what are you going to talk about when you address this group of pretty high-level, high-intellect people here in Cambridge?
The story I lead off with is the Chilean miners. When they came out of their hole, they were wearing Oakley sunglasses. And Oakley donated 33 pairs of $180 sunglasses to the miners, because when they came out of their hole where they had been for 2 months or whatever,
there just happened to be some photographers nearby.
There just happened to be some photographers, and their eyes truly would get damaged if they weren't protected after having not seen any natural light for that long a time. And Oakley said, well, hey, there's a real-time opportunity. Let's outfit those miners. Had they built that into their planning process, it never would have happened. That's the opening story.
Great. David, thank you so much for spending time.
My pleasure, John. Thank you.